If you're watching this video from the future, I want you to know what it was like to live in America during the fall of democracy and the rise of Christian nationalism. This is episode 2, The Silence Between Heartbeats. In order to preserve and protect history in America, these episodes are transcribed, and copies of those transcriptions are sent internationally to preserve and archive the history of America during this time. Today's episode is filmed on June 7th, 2025. In Los Angeles, they came like thunderclouds breaking open, men wrapped in armor that catches no light, faces hidden behind masks that swallow words before they are spoken. Federal agents, they announce themselves. But what do you call a storm that refuses to name itself? What do you call power that hides itself while it watches you? 44 people, maybe 70, maybe more. The truth is we will not know how many of these people were taken. They fade and disappear like watercolors in rain because even mathematics becomes poetry when people disappear. The morning of June 6 in Los Angeles began ordinary enough. Coffee cooling in paper cups, workers threading the downtown with their shoulders carrying the weight of rent and groceries, and hope folded in small enough spaces to fit in pockets. And then, the crack of the world splitting open. Flashbang thunder where there should have been silence. Boots on concrete writing a new language none of us were taught to read. Federal agents moved through the fashion district like wildfire dressed in camouflage, through day labor centers where dreams go to find hands, through spaces where people gather through the scattered pieces of their lives and try to build something that looks like tomorrow. I keep thinking about the word taken, how it sounds so gentle, like someone borrowing sugar from a neighbor. But yesterday, taken was meant unmarked vans and zip-tied handcuffs and families learning the arithmetic of absence. The summer is heating up, and the city tastes like copper pennies and unspoken prayers. Not just the sun climbing towards some merciless peak, but the weight of what is gathering in the distance. The way fear rewrites the flavor of the morning coffee. The way silence becomes a survival skill practiced in broad daylight. I keep reading about how societies unraveled in the past, and I keep coming to the unshakable conclusion that it did not start with how it ended, but it started with unaccountable men doing the biddings of power for the sake of power. Yesterday, 44 people were taken from the streets of Los Angeles by masked federal agents who refused to identify themselves. There are open and ever-growing suspicions about who these men actually are and where they actually came from, but they are rumors that flow wildly, like the coffee cup spilled to the ground in fear. I'm recording and transcribing this because someone in the future needs to remember the weight of empty spaces. Someone needs to count the uncounted hours. Someone needs to document the exact moment it happened. When it can't happen here became it is happening here became it happened here. Someone needs to remember that before they came for our neighbors, we still believed our neighbors were safe. 44 families tonight are learning the geography of absence. 44 empty chairs around dinner tables. 44 phones that will ring into the void until someone learns to stop calling. It is June 7th, 2025. This is the Archives of America. This is episode 2.